Hey guys, Aaron here, back with another video. I just got back from a fellow fan and friend, I guess in a way, of my YouTube channel. This is a very impromptu video, but I think you guys are going to like it. This is a really cool and special unboxing video. This guy has donated a lot of stuff retro related to myself and my YouTube channel, and so I'm just going to go through all this stuff and not spend a huge amount of time on each single item because there is boxes of stuff here that I'm going to go through with you guys, and hopefully I'm going to show you all the part numbers and bits and pieces. So if you're interested in each particular item, you can just have a Google search of it and look it up, and we can actually go through it together and see what's here. But I'm a little bit speechless about his generosity and some of the bits and pieces that he has donated. And I say donated in the true sense of the word, because I even offered to pay him some money for some of this stuff. In fact, I would like to be able to, but he refused. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to move the camera over to the tripod and let's start going through all of these bits and pieces, because I don't know how long this video is going to take. It might be officially known as Retro Unboxing the Movie, because it legitimately might take a couple of hours for us to go through all of this, but I'm just going to keep going through it all, and eventually I will, when I upload the video, I'll try to timestamp it, so you guys can skip ahead to certain things if you want to, but it's a little bit mixed up. So anyway, let me move the camera to the tripod and let's start having a look at all this awesome stuff. Alright guys, so I've got two bins here, a very special motherboard just here, and I've also got a case here which I'll go through with you towards the end as well. I'm just going to sort of work my way through all of this sort of stuff here. Yeah, I apologise if the camera's not going to be in focus. I've turned off automatic adjustment, so it doesn't keep doing this with the in focus stuff for you. So I think I've set it to focus about here, so I can at least go through and show you each thing as I sort of put it on the table in front of me here and go through it all. So anyway, let's start with this first. We'll start with this box first. Gigabyte Aorus, whatever it is. This is a Gigabyte RX 580 8 gig. This is a Sapphire Radeon HD 3850 AGP working. He actually took this out of a system when I was there and said you can have it. It has the box, and there's some other bits and pieces of paperwork for it as well. So this was the 3870. So this was new in box. I've got all the accessories here loose. It's a bit dusty because it was in a working system. This was actually warm when he pulled it out. The system was on. He was using it. So, but he has multiple of these. So, yeah, fastest AGP card ever made. Technically it's not the last, because there was a 4650 that had slower memory on it, so this ended up being slightly faster in a lot of things. So this is in really good condition. Just a bit dirty, and I'll do a bit of a cleaning of this soon as well. MSI Gaming Radeon R9 280X. This is in really good condition. This card, it's in immaculate condition. This is amazing. Again, all the accessories, including a Crossfire bridge. So now I've got a couple of Crossfire bridges. Nice. Again, I really like people who keep the stickers on their stuff like that. Yeah. Decent card. Probably okay if you're running like a Fortnite box. This is essentially a Radeon 7970, I believe. This got rebranded when when the Radeon R series cards came out. This is essentially a 7970 with 3 gig of memory. So it's essentially just a redone 7970. So it'll be quite a nice card to actually compare, because it's one of the cards that I haven't actually got. I haven't got a Radian card this modern, so I believe the newest Radian card that I have, not including the Gigabyte RX 580 by the way, but something of this era was I was missing in the collection. So this one I'll definitely hang on to for the collection. I think I love this cooler that MSI made. Such a nice cooler. Pop that. Those bits and pieces there. Okay. This is not going to be in any particular order, by the way. So I'm just going to go through the boxes as I pull all the stuff out. This is memory. This is Corsair Dominator GT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of these models, each of these modules are 2 gig, and this is all 1600 megahertz. 2 gig kits, so it's they basically came in pairs, obviously. And in here, not only do I have the RAM, I also have, for each kit, there's another one in there, I'll grab in a minute. Each kit actually has the proper Dominator cooling fan. This one's a bit dusty because it's the one he's used, but this one is brand new in box. It's I tried to open it with my car keys, but I didn't end up opening it. But this is still brand new in box, and the RAM, most of the RAM that's here is brand new in box as well. This is something he gave me. This is kind of interesting. You guys might not find this very exciting, but this is a little Asus Automotive Lamborghini, the W Lamborghini wireless laser mouse. Lamborghini produced in conjunction with Lamborghini a little laptop that had like carbon fiber and bits and pieces, and this is the mouse that you could buy with it. He gave this to me because I've actually been looking for a little wireless mouse to go with my new laptop that you might have saw in my last video, and this is a nice lightweight mouse, and I thought that's kind of nice. I'm a big fan of Lamborghini. It's probably my favourite Italian supercar manufacturer. And yeah, so he gave me this. It's new in box, by the way. It has the official seal of what number it is and everything as well. This is like a little 5.25 inch, sorry, storage. Pardon me, storage bay. So you can pop. It's just like a drawer that you push in and push out. So put in your case and have like storage, like SD card storage and bits and pieces. This is actually going to go in one of my retro systems, or I may actually put it in my capture PC where I'm going to keep all my SD cards and stuff. I don't know yet. Okay, I'll get onto that one in a second. This. This is a used. It's a 1.26 gigahertz Tualatin Pentium 3 in box with the original cooler and everything in there. He's used it. I also have a second one, brand new in box. And they're going to come in handy very soon for one of the motherboards I'm going to show you. The pair of them. 2 slot Pentium 3 500 megahertz Pentium 3s. Again, a matching pair to show you with a motherboard in a minute. A little empty box. I'll get onto this in a minute. 1 BFG AGP 6800 Ultra. Used, of course, but in very good condition. He had 3 of them. I'm going to take my glasses off. He had 3 of them, and he gave me 2. So 1, 2. 2 AGP 6800 Ultra. This one looks like it's been scratched a little. There's a little bit of a dent there, some scratching on that. But this one's in mint condition. Barely any dust, no scratches on it. Amazing condition. Okay. Oops. This is the other little bit dusty. Again, another Corsair Dominator fan, bits and pieces to go with the RAM that's over there. And the brackets for that are in the bottom of there. Okay, 1 Intel CPU. This is, if I manage to get it in the right light, because it's a bit scratched on the surface, so it's a bit hard to read. Basically, it's a Core 2 Extreme QX9650. Yeah. this little box here. Can you read what that says? Probably not. AMD Athlon 939 FX60. That's exactly what's in this little box here. So it was originally in that, and then he found the plastic sleeve for it. So we have here an AMD Athlon 64 FX60 for 939 platform. Oh, I'm still going, by the way. Gigabyte K8NS Ultra 939. So this is a socket 939 motherboard, but with AGP. Fully working, by the way, inbox, all the accessories. I believe, sorry, this one does have a couple of capacitors that are swollen, but the board still works, so it's repairable. So yeah, he actually used it and tested it with this, and it works. So let's start sitting some stuff over there, out of the way. Picked up this little funky card. He had a couple of them. This is just a little AGP card. It's just nothing too special, but it's a Radeon 9250 128 meg card. Just a tiny little AGP card. Yeah, nothing too special, but he had a couple. I thought, why not? Chuck one in. You know, considering the rest of the stuff, I had to take some low ends, bits and pieces. These are nothing too special, and I'm probably going to end up selling these. And I did openly say to him that I'm probably not going to be able to keep all of this stuff, so some of it I might end up selling and giving away as well. So for instance, he had a stack of these. There's 3 boxes here. These are just Radeon 7000 cards, 64 meg AGP 4X. They're nothing that special, but these are brand new, sealed in box, so never been opened. So yeah, Radeon 3000 DDR, 64 meg, 64-bit memory with DVI and TV. So these are probably like the little low-profile ones. He had a heap of them. He gave me a few, and I'm probably just going to sell them like this on eBay, maybe like $5 each or something. I don't know. All right. This one I'm excited about because this one will go really well. This is a inbox 1 gig GeForce GTX 460 super clocked, super clocked. You have like the super clocked, super clocked, and then for the win. This is just the super clocked model, but it actually matches the one that I already have. So now I have again a matching pair of GTX 460s, which I can't believe. Do you want me to open it? I will. I will open it for you guys. Again, all the accessories, all user manual, the CDs in there. This guy was not meaning this in a bad way. He kept everything with all of the products that he has. This is a bit dusty because it has been used, so it does need a good clean. In fact, it's very dusty. But yeah, that could use a vacuum cleaner. But yeah, this is a matched one. Look. Really? Wow. Yeah. Give it a good vacuum out, good clean out. This will be a good matched pair for the one of these I already have. Yeah. Right, that's the mounting for the other one of these, the mounting bit. So it's got the screws originally in box and everything, in the bag and everything. Alright, that's bin number 1. Bin number 2. Let's start with the anonymous white box in the back here. It's quite heavy actually. This is a brand new, never used. It's just open box and in a white box. As you can see, all the accessories. So, accessories, backplate, you kind of see there, the manuals with drivers, case badge sticker, everything. What is this? This is the Gigabyte GA-EP45T-USB 3P. So this is a P45 chipset motherboard with USB 3 support. Now, not USB 3 front panel support. It just has USB 3 on the rear. Yeah, what a gorgeous board. DDR3, 775, Crossfire support. I mean, what an amazing little board. Yeah, but there's more to come. So he thinks that this one was a warranty return, but he's had it working and it's fully working. So yeah, another Gigabyte board which actually has what it is written on the front of it here. IOSHA. Okay, this is one of the special ones. This is an interesting one for you late 90s fans and early 2000s fans. Oh god, I can't even get it out of the bag. It's kind of stuck in here. Oh, yep, there we go. Look at that gorgeous thing. With RAM, with CPUs, with coolers. Holy crap. Yeah, this is, if I find the model number, it was written on here somewhere. Where did I see it? Where did I see it? It's not on the sticker. It's a bit dusty because he has been using it, so it's used. It's not new, but still. Okay, here we go. It is the Gigabyte GA-6VT-XD. And the chips that are on here, I can't actually remember. I think these are they're Tualetines, I think, from memory. The memory, wow. So there's 4 sticks of SD RAM here. Each of these is 512. So there is 2 gig of SD RAM here. Wow. It's interesting, the board looks very dusty, but these coolers and the fans are clean. Like they've never been used, like they're brand new. There's no dust on them. I want to open one of these and just see, because it's a matched pair of CPUs and I can't remember what it was that he said was in them. There we go. Yeah, so it's Tualetines. These are a matched pair of 1.4 gig Tualetines. He had more of these, by the way. Like I didn't just steal his prized possessions. You know, this was such a tiny percentage of some of the stuff that he had. He was downsizing. I went there thinking that I was going to come home with less than 5 items, and when I walked into the garage and saw these pieces, I went, oh my god. Now there were some items in box, like GeForce FX 590 Ultra video cards in box, and he just goes, don't look at those please. I'm just like, okay, because there was a lot of other stuff to look at. So anyway, wow. So that one that I just showed you, I actually have 2 of them, with driver CD, with manual. Oh no, this is a different board. Sorry, this is a different box. So this is that board there. This is the Gigabyte 6VT-XE. I can't remember if this supports Tualetine or not. I think he said it does, but I could be a bit wrong. I can't remember. But again, ISA slot, PCI, AGP4X, or Universal AGP, sorry. This is brand new, this board, by the way. Open box. He wasn't 100% sure if everything here works. but he said 90% of it does, 99% of it does, and yeah, this is unreal. Yeah, new. If you know what that is, then you know how cool this motherboard is. This is not a desktop motherboard. Probably give away the fact that it has a SCSI ribbon cable. And I believe this little thing, which is still sealed, by the way, there you go, open. Yep, USB header with ribbon cable for it. IDE ribbon cable with jumpers, spare jumpers. Manual with driver CT and certificate of authentication with serial number. Look at this baby. AGP Advanced. This is the Asus CUV4X-DLS. Dual socket 370. Same as the other one. Tualatin support, I believe, as well. I can't remember. I can't remember if both of them, if this one has Tualatin as well. I can't remember. But again, with heatsinks, with CPUs. But I have got more RAM for this. This one didn't come with RAM in it, but I do actually have RAM for it. So. Oh, I think that CPU cooler could use a bit of bending back. A little bit of cat hair in the cooler, but yeah. All the caps are in, this thing is in mint condition. This thing is amazing. SCSI, normal IDE, VIA chipset, by the way. I don't know which one. I'll have to have a look. It does have an LSI RAID controller for the SCSI in that as well. This is amazing. This is. I'm kind of speechless. The stuff. Sorry if I'm being a bit quiet. This is. I'm a little bit blown away because, like, I've seen some of this stuff on eBay, and if you've been following the trend of what stuff sells for, retro hardware sells for on eBay over the last 12 months or so. Oh god, I need to pack that better. Alright, let's move on. Because there's still more to go. Just an EVGA GTX 780, 3 gig, ACX. Yep. Not much else to say about that, it just is what it is. Okay, now this board we're not sure if it works. He did talk to me a little bit about this one. So this is the P5P800 by Asus. It's a 775 board with the 865PE chipset. Again, case badge. There you go, case badge. This is, the IO shield is still sealed. Apparently it has had some issues. So, blue screens randomly apparently. But it could have been an issue with capacitors, or it could have been an issue with something or other. So he has been testing it, so it is a little bit dusty. So there is quite a bit of dust on here I need to clean off. But again, this was a legendary board for its time. All the capacitors, they look in good condition. There's no swollen caps or anything at all. So yeah. It's a bit dusty, this one, but again, this was a legendary board for its time, so maybe I can get it back up and running again for him. Actually running out of room here. Alright, so that's the manual. Just two brand new 250 gig IDE drives, Seagates, sealed, unused. They'll come in handy for a retro system. Another board, Gigabyte GA6BXD. You know what that is. Look at this beast. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, this is a dual slot motherboard compatible with the two 500 megahertz slot CPUs. So that's going to be an interesting build in the future. That's, yeah. And the perfect sound card for that as well. Maybe I might put, actually, I might pop the CPUs. Oh, they won't fit in there like that, okay. These here are some bits and pieces. That's I think some bits and pieces for the Gigabyte RX 580. He kept everything, all the documentation and everything, even down to like the slot covers. Accessories pack for the ATI Radeon 3870 AGP. Brand new inbox Microsoft Comfort Optical Mouse 3000. I specifically grabbed this off him. He had a couple of these brand new inbox. Recently, one of my mice that I use, my Logitech MX518, rest in peace, passed away. The cable broke on it, and I'm going to get a replacement cable for it. But I realized I don't own another mouse that's actually PS2 compatible, even with a little dongle. I don't own a mouse that's actually backwards compatible with my Windows 98 PC. So I went to film a video this weekend and went, oh crap, I don't have a mouse that's compatible. So he gave me this one, and it's not the best, most comfy mouse, but it will do. Right. I think here, here you go, used for Rampage 4 Black Edition, presumably good working, and it is. So there's 8 gig, 8 gig, 8 gig, 8 gig, I believe, of Corsair Vengeance 1600, which will go quite nicely with that Gigabyte board that has AGP on it. So it'll actually support this RAM quite nicely. This is, he had a lot of this. Then 4 sticks extra of SD RAM. So this a Samsung RAM 512, 512, 512, 512 of PC133 SD RAM. That's for my other Windows 98 PC that I've got, and probably one of these other boards that'll go nicely with as well. He had a lot more of this. I didn't want to be greedy and, you know, just go, yes, give me all of it, because that's just, you don't do that. You know, this is someone's stuff that they've had, you know, collected over a long time. So while he was very generous with it, I didn't want to be greedy with it. So I got what I thought would be suitable to make all the systems run. Right, that's the bin of number 2. I have to actually go out and get in these bins back. Right, now onto this other big motherboard that's been sitting here, teasing even me, because this is a very special motherboard. That's my hand. That's the size of the box. This is the side of the box. This thing is huge. This is a massive box for a motherboard. Whoa. No, it's not DFI, by the way. It's Gigabyte, obviously. But oh my god, how do I open this? Bottom? Can we do the bottom? Yeah, let's do the bottom. Look at this beast. Oh, glare, sorry. This is the mother of all copper motherboards. back when copper was all the rage, and everyone was doing copper on heat sinks on everything, this motherboard was one of the best Gigabyte ever made. This, as you can't tell, is new in box. Accessories. Cool. Yep. Case badge. Case badge. Oh. Accessory SATA cable. Another box. Case badge. 3 case badges. Rear I/O sealed. Driver CD. All the manuals. Cables. More cables. What on earth is that? Oh wow, that's it's like a pre-made, yeah, I'm not gonna see that. It's like a Molex to SATA power adapter cable. It's like plugged on each end. Oh, okay, I think it's for external SATA, eSATA, because this is the eSATA bracket that has an external Molex. So I think that's what this is for. Yeah, it is. This is the eSATA kit. Okay, so that's really cool. Oh my god! Like I'm speechless still. This is crazy. Nobody, if you're watching this, by the way, this is one of the boards that I was looking for when I was looking for to do a Pentium 775 build. This is one of the copper boards that I wanted to have for my copper taking over the world video idea that I had. But the only one of these that I found was in bad condition and was like $300. So, get onto that in a second. This is, if I remove that, look at this thing. It is just gorgeous. The copper got a bit of dust on it because I believe he used it to test it for a little bit, but this is insane. The copper is in such good condition. It always tarnishes, a little bit dusty. So while it's technically new in box, this has been tested and run just to make sure it's working in bits and pieces. So I do believe this does have Crossfire support, but I don't think it has SLI support. Am I wrong? Can't remember whether this does have. There's no, yeah, okay, so there's Crossfire support. Yeah, Crossfire but no SLI, so that's okay. But yeah, so this has a built-in water block here. This is one of the first motherboards ever to have a built-in water block on the heatsink here. All it is just a tiny little thing here. It doesn't run the water through the copper tubing. These are still standard heat pipes, but there's just like a little chipset block here that the water can go into, and then there's a heatsink underneath it. You can kind of see there's actually fins underneath it. So this is actually off, obviously. There's a big copper slab here as well. But if you don't want to use water cooling on this, you can attach this. This is still stapled shut. This has never been opened. I can't even... There's a staple in it and I don't want to take the staple out. But basically, this is a gigantic copper heatsink fin array just for mounting onto this spot just here. And so you have this gigantic, I believe it goes, is it like that? Yeah, so it goes like that. A big gigantic copper fin array that sits above the top PCI slot there. This is going to be a really cool build. I think I'm going to put the Intel Core 2 Extreme in here. I think that's going to be the only CPU that I own that's worthy of being in this motherboard. This is crazy. But like, this is a really interesting time for motherboards. Look at the colours on this motherboard. You've got blue, the PCB's blue, you've got all this copper, you've got green and pink, you've got blue, white and orange, and even the two orange slots here are not the same shade of orange. This is the light one, that's a more reddish one. You've got very light blue USB, very light blue Firewire headers next to yellow USB headers, a green floppy header, yellow SATA headers, a pink, a pink, like hot pink SPDEF connector, like, this is crazy. So, if you want to know how we ended up getting to motherboards today, there you go, that had unified colours across the motherboards, you can thank DFI for that. Because without DFI doing the crazy colour schemes and proving to the market just how popular people like having just a red and black motherboard, or just a red and blue motherboard, a black and blue motherboard. You know, I believe DFI was the first one to have your unified colours where you just have three colour, like a palette colour of three across everything that's on the motherboard. At the time, this was the normal. You know, Asus did it, MSI did it, Gigabyte did it. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a dedicated DFI video in the future because talking about their history and their impact on the motherboard landscape is, they had a very big impact, and it's a pity they ended up going the way they did, but yeah, awesome company from their time. Technically they still exist today, but they don't exist in the same form that they did when they were doing gaming related products. That way? Yeah. I think that's how that goes. Oh, I can't remember how to put this back together. Alright. I'm going to just move all this aside for now because I want to show you the case. You don't need to see me pack up, I can do it off camera. Oh boy. Hope I don't dirty a new lounge suite. So, there we go. If I'm going to zoom in a bit here so you can see this a bit better. There we go. Okay, so this obviously is a Creative Audigy panel at the front here. Remember that thing that I told you that I got, that little hotbox drive tray? It's essentially what this is. This is a little bay for putting screws and pieces, or other CDs, or LG, you know, almost brand new DVD drive, floppy drive. The case is not that great to look at, but this is a perfect little sleeper build. Creative front panel here, Audigy, the original one by the way, first one. The specs that are in here they're not crazy good, let's just say, but there's a couple of items in here, which is why I grabbed this. And he had about more than 20 systems. That's me being generous, because I think he had a lot more than that. But this was just one that he wanted to get rid of, so. So this is not too, oh, maybe I can sit it up here on my knee. There we go, on my leg. That might be a bit better for you guys to see. Hopefully that's in focus. Zoom in a bit here. Hopefully you guys can see this. So, this is just a Gigabyte board. It's the Gigabyte GA8IPE775 Pro. So it's just a 775 board with AGP still. Nothing too special. Original Creative Audigy sound card, so that's one of the reasons why I grabbed this system, because it has the live drive in the front there. And there's still a SATA drive with an SSD. There's also an SSD in here as well. So he's actually running this with an SSD, but do you see that memory? Oh boy, that's some special memory. Yeah, let me just pop one of these memory sticks out for you. Yeah, this is the Corsair Pro Series. This looks brand new, by the way. There's no dust, no scratches. This stick looks brand new, like it was pulled out of the packaging today. But this is the Corsair CMX 1024, so it's a gig module, 1 gig module, DDR 400, 1 gig, and so he's got four matched sticks of Corsair XMS Pro. This is going in my Athlon 64 build with the FX60. This is awesome stuff. So I might pop that back in there for now, actually, so I don't lose it or damage it, because I'm shaking. It's like, I'm so nervous with this stuff because I'm still so blown away. I'm feeling so humble, like this guy was so generous. The video card that was in this, by the way, I can't remember what the CPU is. I think the CPU is some 775. I can't actually remember what it is, if I'm honest. We talked about so much stuff, I can't remember. But I think the video card's nothing that special. I think it's just like a 7600 GS, so it's not that flash. But the original Creative Audigy with the live drive, SSD, and the memory, that's why I picked this up. And it also has a fully working power supply. I don't know if the power supply is any good. It looks like an OEM, pretty generic one. I don't even know how powerful it is, but you know, it might do for a retro system. But yeah, so that's what this system is. So guys, that's pretty much all of the stuff that I picked up today. I just want to say a big thank you to, I'm going to call you Chris, because your name is not Chris, it's something else, and you asked me not to say who you're named. But I just want to say thank you very much for all of this stuff. There is a lot of stuff here that it's going to be hard for me to, you know, want to get rid of, because there's so much stuff here that I want to use in collection. Like obviously the pair of AGP 6800 Ultras, I already have a reference model, but I happen to know a couple of people that might benefit from having one of these in their own retro collection. So I'm going to clean them up and send them over for free to those people, because I believe they are missing a 6800 Ultra in their retro collection. So I'll test them, make sure they're working and whatnot. I'm going to put together some of these Pentium systems, like, you know, some of these bits and pieces, like this brand new in box, you know, 1.2 Tualatin, for example, the pair of these, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff exactly. It's going to take me a while to test it all, and have a play around with it all and see how I end up mixing and matching some bits and pieces. But I just want to say a big thank you for all this stuff. You know, I know you had a lot more there that I know you're trying to downsize, and I wish I could have taken more stuff, but even I'm going to be limited. You know, my wife was with me, so had a bit of pressure to make sure I didn't bring home too much stuff. What was that?
Don't blame me.
She says, "Don't blame me." But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. So I just want to say a big thank you for the donation of this stuff. I'm going to use it really. It's going to be some cool, fun projects like that. Those dual processor boards. I tried to find, like, especially the dual slot ones. You know, for these slot. I've got so many systems here that I could turn into like my ultimate dream Windows 98 PC. I could make 4 PCs here that would be my ultimate Windows 98 PC, you know. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Sorry this has been a little bit of an impromptu video very recently after my, you know, only 2 days ago now, or a day ago, I uploaded the other unboxing video. But of course this is very unexpected, this one. Yeah, by the way, Chris, the 2 powerful video cards that you, or the more modern cards that you gave me, the GTX 780 and the Radeon RX 580, my wife is going to be using the RX 580 in her system, because that's going to replace the GTX 960 she's currently using, because it's a horrible video card, the 960 is, so this RX 580 will be a very good upgrade for her. She plays a lot more games these days than what I do, and of course because she's pregnant at the moment as well, she's spending a lot more time just chilling out and being at home. So yeah, the 780 I'm actually going to be putting to work in, I'm trying to put together a really nice capture PC, because I'm finding that my current system has too many expansion cards in it, and I'm going to try and separate my main gaming PC and build a dedicated capture PC, and I'm thinking of putting that this card. Why don't I unbox it and just show you guys actually. Again, this has everything in it, by the way. Like, poster included. God, I love these. And the stickers. And the dongles. And the game code card, which I won't show you because I might want to actually play that game. I think it was a Splinter Cell game, I don't actually. All the adapters still. Again, cables. What's the poster? Oh yeah, I actually already have this poster. It came with my one of my older EVGA cards as well from this era. Quite cool. Ah, my 760s, that's what it was. When I got my pair of Superclock 760s, it came with that same poster, each of them. I think this has the driver CD as well. I mean, driver CD for a card that's technically still got modern support. Oh, God, EVGA really puts these in there snugly. There we go. There we go. GTX 780 with sticker, and I believe there was one more. Yep, there we go, on the Superclocked badge. Oh. There we go. It's a bit dusty, but it's in really good condition. Bit of dust on the back of it, but that's okay. Easily cleanable. Obviously this is 780 3 gig model. Nice. So yeah, this is going to go in my my capture PC, I think, because I'm going to end up retiring my Titan eventually. Because my Titan EVGA Superclock Titan that I've got it's the reference NVIDIA cooler, so this will run a bit quieter and a bit cooler, and be a little bit nicer for the capture PC. So yeah, thank you very much for that. That's everything, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been a bit of a long one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.